This is the Iron Nori.
Hi.
I have one mission: to acquire and wear the greatest looking gear at the lowest level possible, all while keeping my hardcore status. In my opinion, that's the Dragon Hasta, Dragon Fire Shield, Inferno Cape, and full Bandos. I will need to acquire various other high-level gear en route to getting what I want. I hope you follow me on my journey. Please subscribe and only like the videos you truly enjoy. This marks episode 1 in the Sushi Chronicles. Hey guys, thank you so much for stopping in and watching this video. I started this account about 1.5 years ago. I just wanted to create something different. I've been playing RuneScape since early 2001, I think, and I've never really maxed an account. I have my main, which is a lot of fun to play, but I made this hardcore with a friend of mine, and we found this guide online, which I'll actually link in the description. It was really, really helpful, and it said what to do on a hardcore, and I followed it, kind of. It said the most beneficial thing to do was Wintertod, so I got the necessary requirements to go to Wintertod, and I went there right away. I thieved a bunch of cakes, all that stuff, and I ended up getting 99 fire making, which in fire making I got the... That's gonna get annoying. Let's switch spots. Okay, that's better. So I ended up getting 99 fire making, which I did get the tome, and I still have a bunch of pages in there. And then after that, I started doing questing. I did a decent bit of quests, and I was following it to pretty much a T, and then I came across one that said get 80 thieving. Now, I had a really hard time doing blackjacking just because I didn't like how click intensive it was. So I went to Master Farmers, and while I was at Master Farmers, although it was not nearly as click intensive, the XP rates are horrible. I thieved them for quite a while, and I got a ton of seeds, and I was like, you know what? I might as well start farming these seeds, and then in between my farm runs, I'll thieve the Master Farmer. And so I kept doing that, and I started getting more and more thieving levels, and I kept watching videos on hardcore Ironman and people saying how herb lore is the hardest skill to train. And so I thought, well, you know, if I just take him up as a skiller right now, I will enjoy doing the skilling while I'm playing on my main account. While I was doing that, I started to accumulate a lot of herbs in my bank. I thought, you know what? I'm just going to try and get really high herb lore on a pretty low level Ironman account. At the time I was, I don't even know, like level 30 something. And then while doing that, I had the idea that I wanted to start getting my agility up. I love agility. I have 99 on RS3. I have 88 on my main on old school, and then 70 on this account and 70 on a couple other accounts. I think agility is one of the most beneficial skills in the game, my opinion only, and then the graceful gear is like so valuable in questing. As I started doing that, I realized, you know what might be fun? I made a video years ago on how to AFK train your magic without having to like splash. You'd still get some HP levels, but you have a chance of getting a Visi drop. And it's just easy by going to the steel dragons and earth striking them, fire striking, fire, whatever you want to do, whatever spell you can do. And eventually it will die, but if you just used the anti-fire potions and a fire shield, you could just stay there forever. So I thought, man, that would be really fun to try and acquire on a hardcore Ironman. So I looked into what the Visi defense requirement was, and it's 75. And then I got to thinking, you know what? I think it would be really, really cool to get a pretty BA setup on my hardcore at very low stats. I see and notice that a lot of people my combat level do not have anywhere close to 65 herb lore on a hardcore Ironman account. I am now to the point where I can make anti-fire potions. I have a couple extra land and dimes in the bank, and so that is where I'm at currently. All the other stats were trained necessarily to do quests. I'm in the process now of also trying to acquire my Slayer helmet, which I will imbue right away. That's pretty much it. I don't play too much on my main account. I do enough just to where I can keep splits if I were to do raids on this guy, and be able to pay people out if I were to get the twisted bow. I think the setup for the full Bandos, like I said in the intro, the Dragon Hasta, I'm so glad they came out with that. Although the weapon's not really amazing, I just really like the look of it. I like the Zami Hasta a lot too, but I don't want to have the requirements, at least right now. I want to keep the 60 attack, 60 strength, 75 defense, and then I'm going to get 99 range and 99 magic whenever. I'm not worried about that too much. My plan right now is to go to Steel Dragons in the Catacombs, which I've been doing, and poisoning some with my Emerbolts E that I made, and then killing them off with Broad Bolts. Now, I've been doing the math on whether or not I'll run out of money, but with the nature runes that I have and the drops that they drop, Broad Bolts are cheap enough to where I won't ever have to do something else. So my goal right now for Steel Dragons is to sit at the Steel Dragons until I get the Dragon Plate Skirt and or Plate Legs, and I think it also drops a Dragon Medium Helmet. So I'll be doing that. I was just doing Brutal Reds to get this so that my range would be a little bit better for the Metal Dragons. And then after that, I'm going to go to the Black Dragons, which I think have a lower ranged defense than Metal Dragons. They're safe spottable, and I don't have to use my anti-fire potions. It's all still a 1 in 10,000 drop weight for the Vizzy. And if I ever get bored with that, I will go back to doing more questing and whatnot. This video is really just to catch up people since I started making videos long after I started this account. For the people that stuck around, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Give this a like if you liked it. If you don't, dislike it. That's okay. But subscribe. That'd be great.